Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Thursday, May 12th, 2022. Before we even get to the markets, let's again look at the unexpected news. It's incredible to me. So producer prices or wholesale prices have risen 11% according to their numbers year over year. Okay. It appears, based upon yesterday's inflation numbers and, of course, the numbers that we got today, and it just keeps coming, that the whole bullshit narrative that we were peaking, remember that like a month ago? Oh, yeah, inflation is peaking. It's going to start getting better. You got to be kidding me. I can't imagine where these freaks are getting this from. It's just all more lies, propaganda, distractions, and everything else. Now, we also got these first-time unemployment claims for the week prior, and that came in unexpectedly higher as well. Again, what's going on here? It's just too stupid in my view, and it gets even worse. So I'm sitting here this morning, and I'm watching Bloomberg Propaganda Ministry, and they're parading out Congress people, their own commentators who are praising the Federal Reserve, praising Powell. Look, I can't even believe this. Look, so far, not a single world leader, anybody, anywhere, has pointed their fingers at central banks as the root cause for surging inflation. How could these imbeciles on Bloomberg this morning, and I'm sure it's going to be propagated throughout the mainstream channels here, be praising this criminal organization who has gone out of its way to inflate, has lied out of every side of its mouth for years. Oh, it's transitory. Oh, it's this. Bullshit. I mean, honestly. Wow, I'll tell you, man, it's completely out of control on an epic scale. Okay, so that's the story this morning here. Inflation continues to surge out of control. Shocker. Oh my, really? Unemployment claims come in unexpectedly higher. Oh, really? Wow. You mean our economy isn't booming? You mean we're not doing fantastic and tremendous? Oh, really, honestly. And anyway, with regard to this market, people, let's look over at it. Stock futures are slightly in the red as I am doing this video blog. There is a pretty substantial fear trade, safety trade going on right now. Let's see if it plays out to be a fear trade. How do we know this? 10-year yield way down. Dollar stronger here. Crude oil lower this morning. So the setup for the market's not great. It's not great. Let's see what they do here. We have broken through with regard to the S&P 500 a few key levels. And I wrote a whole piece yesterday and I sent it out in my free newsletter. Again, link in the description of this video. The things I am hearing from people and what I expect to happen here. In the short run, and I've covered this here as well, being that we have broken through a few levels and being that bearish sentiment is really off the charts at this point, I wouldn't be surprised to see this market fall a little bit further. But that does not mean that there are not opportunities, people. Look, you can either run for the hills, sucking your thumb, being a little terrified, whatever you want to be, or you could sit back and look for opportunity here. And I still believe it's everywhere. And I am not just talking about the equity market. Right now, gold and especially silver is getting pounded. Cryptocurrencies are getting hit too as well. And like I said, stock futures are low with it. But that does not mean every stock is going to drop. And on top of that, regarding the piece I wrote yesterday, when there is fear like this in the market, people tend to dump everything. They throw it all out. And to me, that means there's opportunity to pick up companies on the cheap. I'm referring to buying stock here. And that's exactly what I intend to do moving forward. Period. The freaking end. It's interesting. People write to me by the thousands thousands every month. Every week, every month, forget about it. It's in the tens of thousands. But anyway, here's the general narrative over the past several weeks. Nobody wants to own stocks. There's tons of gold and silver haters. People don't want to hold gold and silver. They don't want to hold cryptocurrency, and I think that's a thing that's going on for a while. Okay, whatever. So they don't want to be associated with the market in any way, any part of the market. They don't want to own anything. They want to stay in dollars. Okay? I think that's insane, if you ask me. This is how bearish it has gotten. Again, people don't want exposure to stocks or any sector of the market. They don't want to own gold and silver, physical. They don't want to own cryptocurrencies in any way, shape, or form, some people. And I think that is a big tell. People are very, very bearish. And when there is this kind of sentiment in the market, if you look back on history at moments like we're seeing now, this is when the smart people acquire assets on the cheap. And that doesn't mean things are not going to drop further. Okay, if you're in the business here of picking tops and bottoms, good luck. Okay, good luck for that. That's not my game. I don't play that. I used to play that game a while back. I don't play it no more. All right. I take advantage of this market looking for opportunity like now. Okay, and you can have your own opinion on this, but look, if you don't want to be exposed to the market, I got that. If you don't want to be exposed to cryptocurrencies, I can completely understand. Cryptos are volatile. I mean, to an extreme. But again, I understand as well that people are not liking what they're seeing with regard to the price action of gold and silver here. But what do you want to do? You want to really stay in the dollar? You got to look for opportunities and understand where we're at. We're in a massive bubble with regard to the debt market. It is out of control, and it's going to continue to be inflated here moving forward with billions for this crisis and tens of billions for the war and everything else. So for those of you out here that don't want to hold even physical gold and silver, I want to hear where your head is at. If you are, and again, I'm getting slammed with this as of late, a person that doesn't want to hold physical gold or silver, what's your reasoning behind that? We all understand that the market is rigged. There's every aspect of it. We all understand, and we know who's rigging the price action of precious metals. It's J.P. Morgan. Other banks as well, but it's J.P. Morgan, number one. Okay, can it go on forever? I don't think so. Can it go on for a very, very long time? Yes, it has been, and I think we should take advantage of that. Honestly, I cannot imagine, and again, please tell me where I'm getting this wrong. For those of you that are against holding physical gold and silver, you must be taking the opposite side of the trade when it comes to the debt bubble. Okay, it's a monster. It's going to explode, implode by design, in my view. Okay, you can have your own perspective on this, but I really want to know where your head is at. If you don't want to be in the stock market, if you don't want to be in gold or silver or cryptos, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? You want to own other commodities? I'm all about that. I think people do need exposure to commodities here. There's just no doubt about that. Either inflation continues to surge, and it's not going to stop. So just be ready for that, and be ready for the. I think you're going to hear from more and more of the mainstream media praising the Federal Reserve, praising Federal Reserve Chairman Powell, praising the current administration for the great job they're doing. Let me just say this too. Yesterday, the video I did at the end, I made fun of Joe Biden. I despise the man. I think most of you know that. I think I don't think he's retarded, but I think he's a puppet. I think they all are puppets here. But I got so much flack for that. My email box has exploded with the Joe Biden fan club here. People lighten up, man. I'm just, if you can't handle it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to change my style. I call people out when I think they need to be called out. So anyway, with that said, epic, absolutely epic with regard to the Joe Biden fan club attacking Greg Mannarino. I lost a whole bunch of subs over that. I got most of them back. But look, that's just the way I am. I come out here, I do my thing, and I'm not going to change. So I really didn't mean to offend anyone. Honestly, it was just a joke. All right, look, I think you get it. All right, so look, in summary here, real quick, more of absolutely terrible, abysmal news. The economy continues to crater. Inflation continues to surge out of control. That's where we are. With regard to the market, bears are crawling out of the woodwork. I'm not just talking about with regard to stocks. I'm talking about, there are a lot of bears across the spectrum here. People don't want to own gold or silver or cryptos. I guess they want to stay in the dollar. I mean, you tell me. Look, I understand everyone's perspective on this. The market is crashing, blah, blah, blah. I don't think it's crashing. I think this is a normal corrective phase of one type or the other based upon action in the debt market. 10-year yield is dropping precipitously. That's a major safety trade. It's not an implosion. The debt market implosion will occur when rates spike. And we're back under 2 pretty substantially here, and that is fear. And when there's fear, there is opportunity. You just got to reach out and grab it. So stop being afraid, okay? I know that a lot of you are afraid, and that means you're in the market for the wrong reasons. If you're in this market and you have a very short time horizon, that's a problem. Okay, me, I have a long time. I've been telling people for the longest time. I have a pretty long time horizon here, and I take advantage of the market from every single angle, okay? With regard to selling puts on this market, which is a bullish position, you know how I do this. 20% out of the money, expiring a month out. If these things even get close to getting in the money, I'm out. So, pulling premium is maybe something you want to consider doing. I cover this in my book, A Random Walk on Wall Street, which you can get right off my website, traderschoice.net. Anyway, people, I know you get the whole situation here. I really do. And we're just going to do what we need to do. Take advantage of the fear that you're seeing here. And in the long run, you're going to come out smelling like a rose. Just no doubt about it. All right, look, I'm out of here. We'll touch on some more things later. Please share the video and please comment. See you later.